First thing first, welcome to the show. I had a million and one technology issues. My camera is not acting very well. I don't know what's going wrong. I don't even know if anybody can hear me, but we're here. We're going to do the show. So, first thing first is okay. So, the reason why I needed that drink is because when I use the green screen, making sure the camera is constantly flicking and or whatever, it kept flicking. But then my actual microphone wouldn't work, so I have to use the actual um what would they call this microphone that's on the webcam for that to work. So yeah, technology issues. But thank you all for tuning in to this episode. Uh, I know it was this thing right here. This isn't working, so I got to use another another microphone to make everything work. But let's head into hot topics where we're gonna talk about pop culture. First thing first, Nene leaks some uh Brent had he suffered a heart attack and a stroke at the same time. He is in a hospital recovering. From the pictures that I have seen, he did appear to be a bit overweight. So that could be the issue with going on. They're still running a whole bunch of tests. They did an HIV test on him and all these other kind of things to see what is going on with them. So I thought thoughts and prayers are with Nene Leak. Sorry, yeah, he had heart failure too. Heart failure and stroke. That's what they described it. So thoughts and prayers with Nene Leaks on that one. Draymond Green, um, Draymond Green, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen the video, but he had punched his teammate and looked like he kind of knocked him out. His Jordan Poole is the teammate
That
that
was
he
a
had punched in the face.
haymaker. Ain't no kind of punch this team made.
Like that nigga muffin tap back blue.
Woo! I
I
feel
mean,
sorry for that young man.
Yeah.
oh, whatever, baby Bob. I'm getting tired of you
What she
already.
say? What she say? I missed it. What she say?
Somebody heard that long with you.
And then she put,
Hey.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, like Tina said, he gave him the haymaker, that one knockout punch, the hit it on the, yeah, there we go, the one hitter quitter.
Mm. That
What is
two
oh
piece in a
shit?
biscuit.
What is the repercussions going to be after this? We would just have to find out, y'all. Um, thanks to Tina, I now know this. Patti LaBelle is releasing a new album. And that album will feature, the greatest of all time, Mariah Carey, Legacy, Jasmine Sullivan on a new upcoming album. Now, the reason we all here, because I want to get through all that stuff first. Actually, no, no, there's one more thing first. I know I'm all over the place, y'all, and I cannot get my earpiece to go in. So there is a reboot of a classic reality TV show called The Surreal Life. Any y'all familiar with The Surreal Life? They put a bunch of celebrities in a house together and they have to do like challenges. Y'all didn't watch this Surreal Life? Like China from like WWF was on there. Where
I remember
Vern,
trying to being on some type of reality show, but I didn't know
yeah,
what it was.
Vern Troyer. He it was a scene where he was riding. He was basically sitting on his little hover around scooter thing, and he was in a corner peeing while sitting on his scooter.
Nope. Missed all of that. Them shenanigans.
um, what's her name? Bridget that dated Flavor Flav was on there at one point. So this new season is to star Dennis Rodman, Tamar Braxton, Kim Cole, James Alcina, Stormy Daniels, Frankie Muniz, C.J. Perry from WWE, and Manny Mua. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but that is get all the cast for this real life. It airs Monday, October 24th, 8/7 Central on VH1. If you are interested in that show. Kanye West, we have to have a talk about Kanye West. So Kanye West
Lord.
decided to show up at his daughter's basketball, football game, whatever it was, wearing a White Lives Matter shirt.
Seeing as though
And
his kids is darker than me and you put together. Let's
right.
that's
And Diddy did make a statement on Kanye West and this whole matter. So I'm actually going to play that clip for you right now.
And then Kanye, my boy.
Uh-oh.
Kanye, my boy.
Now this is where he need the OG talk.
Kanye, my boy.
White lives matter.
Kanye, my boy, is a super, super, super free thinker. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times what he means is like misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes just, you know,
You gotta stop making excuses for him, Bob.
yeah, no, I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying that if he did it, like, that's the way he thinks. And so, you know, and I understand white lives do matter, but it's not that. That was our slogan. That wasn't our slogan to go share with nobody else. And so that's the only message.
Hey, do you got the one about T.I.'s son?
I do not. So Kanye West also, I believe it's Charlamagne the God. He also made a statement said that Kanye West seeks white people validation for some odd reason.
What was that? At the bottom of the screen?
So, Brittany said, "Oh, it's old man Theo." Oh, old man Theo, you know her as Baby Bop.
So I really don't have any feelings about Kanye and this foolishness. I mean, I expect it at this point. I feel like, I mean, and I'm just gonna keep that 100. So the more stuff he do, he just really, I mean, I'm not surprised.
I mean,
not
should
surprised.
we really be surprised with his behavior at this point? And like Diddy said, that wasn't his slogan to give away to the white folks. Like, you know, certain cultures always try to take stuff away from, black culture. And why is you being a black man, why would you want to take what belongs to the black culture and give it to the culture that's not for us?
It's already stealing shit. They already just stole every goddamn thing, trying to put their name and color on
Let
it.
me,
Like
let me play devil's advocate here, because I'm a free thinker myself. Did you hear about the lady who founded Black Lives Matter? What she did?
I kind of heard what she did.
That's y'all
She
job
supposed
to
to have
bring
stole
stuff
some
like
money.
this to my
She
attention.
supposed to have stole all the money from the fundraising from the movement or whatever, and vacationed and did the damn
Bought a mansion,
yeah,
did
did the
renovations on her mansion.
This now we can't trust the black folks. See, y'all done ruined it for everybody.
So I mean,
no, that's a nigga move right there. There ain't no black people.
Right. It is the difference between black folks
It's a
and niggas.
difference. It's a
It
whole
is
difference.
the
It's a
difference.
difference between a nigga and black people. That's a nigga move. That was a whole nigga right there. He's stealing
True.
from other people. Niggas steal.
so I mean, as far as what Kanye is doing, I mean,
I mean,
I feel like he's just seeking attention. That he just an attention seeker.
and also, Kanye West. Well, Justin Bieber said he's ended his friendship with Kanye West because Kanye West attacked his wife on social media, which is Justin Bieber's wife is Haley. Uh, he called her nose job Haley Baldwin bald loose, and then told Justin Bieber that he need to get his girl before he get mad. And then he also posted an article of Justin Bieber's wife when he was dating Drake.
Is it schizophrenia? Is it schizophrenia? Because that's what it
I
sounds like to me.
agree. Who Kanye West?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
You
it's
know
starting
what?
to sound like.
I don't know. Well, I ain't trying to defend his ass, but as a person who has experienced losing their mother, it seemed like from the time he lost her, that's when his ass lost all his fucking marbles. It's like he just
So
lost everything. He lost his mind
you're
from
right.
losing his mom.
You're right.
Wait,
So
hold
He
on
has
one
gotten
second,
worse
y'all.
because
Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. Baby Bot, while you watching, you the reason why the other cast members don't have their wine glasses because you never made their wine glasses. I want to put that out there while you was watching.
This is the cup I'm
Ooh,
drinking out of right now.
Be
I have
all
a
because
plain
she ain't
wine
make her
glass
own
over
wine
here.
glass.
I got my wine
Ooh,
glass.
mine over there. It ain't got nothing on it.
But anyway, I disagree about everything. Kanye needs to share them fucking drugs. No, you're not sorry, baby bot. But Kanye
Well, okay.
needs to share those fucking drugs. And I think when he got into that what happened to him? He got into a crash or something and fucked him up real bad, or got beat down
That
real
was
bad. What was it?
well,
He
that
was
was
in a car
he was,
accident.
but that
Yeah,
was way before he was famous though.
I think that played a major part in some of the marbles being loosened up in his head too. But I don't think it was just totally his mom's sake or whatever have you. And I believe dude is going back into like one of them funky moods to where he might fuck around and have a nervous breakdown.
So
He
I
got,
feel like this in my experience with mental health, right? Because I,
and he
I
needs to
started
share the
out
drugs.
I started out as psychologist major. So in my experience with mental health, when it comes to things like schizophrenia, it's usually you always have like a an organic factor. So you predisposed genetically, um predis- predisposition for certain things, and then you have a trigger. So it can be trauma, like she said, like the loss of his mom. Boom, there you go. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So there you go. So I don't, it's nothing. So his behavior is predictable at this point. It's very predictable. Like, is he on drugs? He probably should be. I
But the
feel like
thing
he's
is,
acting like he's
I
not
don't
on
think
it
it's no
it.
drugs. I honestly don't think it's the drugs. Like I said, I think it's his losing his mom, and then the shit got worse because he sees that people is feeding into his bullshit. So he's like, oh, these motherfuckers like this, so
I
let me give
mean,
them some more. You
Kanye
know.
West is an attention whore, but at the same time, we're talking about a man who wore a winter coat with some boots, gloves, and a ski mask hat on live TV at the BET Awards in June in LA.
That was his reality. That's why I said it's schizophrenia. To him, that was his reality. It was normal.
Uh, True, I guess, yeah.
That it
We
was normal to
Kanye
him.
West, Kanye West, we gonna pray for you, Kanye West, because we got other stuff to get into. So we're gonna head into our current events section of the show. Y'all like that? I did that. I made that.
I see.
Um,
Wow.
so so recently, I think I don't know what day this happened, y'all, because I drink a
What,
lot.
what do you
So
want?
I don't know what day that this happened. So
What do you want?
there was a crash that happened on a bridge here in Milwaukee. It was near the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino, and I'm going to show you guys the aftermath of what happened when that car crashed. If I can pull up the right one, here we go. We're going to play
I
that for
think that
y'all.
was Sunday or Saturday night.
So
Oh,
that
that's all you got
car.
for us?
So yeah, that's all I'm showing. So as for respect for the family, of course, because I'm pretty sure they don't want to keep reliving that nightmare of seeing their loved ones burning inside that car.
Oh, I
So
didn't know somebody was still in the car.
yeah, the
Three
crash, the
of them.
car, yeah, three of them. The car hit, crashed, went over the bridge, and just exploded with three people
Mm,
in the car.
mm,
I don't know
mm.
what led up to that situation, but something needs to be done about this reckless driving. These people out here, these Kia boys and Kia girls, something needs to be done about them. Something needs to be done. Do y'all even know
Well,
the
they were
background
getting
story of this?
And send them the Rikers. That's what they need to do. Send them the Rikers. All of them.
they was
Send
getting
them,
pulled
send them the
over,
Rikers.
for suspicion of some kind of robbery or something.
Oh, and they decided. So whoever the driver decided to run and killed
Or
everybody.
drugs or something. It was either robbery or drugs. I can't quite remember. I haven't been sleeping good lately, so I don't know. But
baby
anyway,
bump
they
agrees
should
with
just
it.
put
Yeah.
their asses over.
Yeah, we
Bottom
alive
line.
right now. So somebody has said to me today that one of the young men that died in that car crash, I guess a few years ago, there was an incident on the highway where I believe two semi trucks collided with each other and they exploded. And one of those people who died in the semi truck accident was the son who died in the car crash. So they both died the same way. It's pretty sad. I don't. I was like, I don't really remember that happening, but okay. Um, as we keep things going, one thing we need to talk about: do we feel like our country? Okay, she said they heard they lost control of the car, so they should have been running for the police. If you're not a good driver, you should be running from the police. Do we think the
Then
country
they
is
hit
doing?
somebody.
No, just pull over. No, just pull over and take the damn ticket or take your ass to jail. You shouldn't have been doing the shit that you did in the first place. You'd have to run. May those people rest in peace, and I understand and shit like that. But no, when you run, that's what the fuck happens. Shit.
They
Don't
hit
run before
somebody
the fuck.
too.
Yeah, I forgot
Somebody
they
was
did hit
hit.
somebody. So because there's something at the end of the show that I want the older people to talk about on the show. But do we feel like the country is doing enough for veterans when it comes to mental health? There's been an increase in suicides due for veterans coming back from war and all these other kind of things. So do we feel like the country is doing enough for veterans when it comes to their mental health?
Nope.
The country isn't doing anything for mental health, period, for anybody. Like what?
All they want people to do is work. That's all they want. They want to fill the spots with people that don't want to work. They just want to fill spots. They don't give a damn about nobody's mental health.
So my thing is, they always made these campaigns where they trying to convince people to be more vocal about how their feelings, their traumas and stuff like that. So now more people, it's less taboo, especially for men to come forward if they are experiencing some type of mental health, and now they don't know what to do with it. So it's like, yeah, we want to help you out. Don't think you don't have help. Now you don't have enough people to help. But in my mind, why do you think everybody has experienced some type of trauma? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get, they don't have enough people for the people that need help. Like,
Okay. So do we think so? Or they train or should they try doing incentives? So they should they should know still they should a focus be on younger people to start going to into the mental health field to help deal with this situation? And do we think that every say VA, no matter where it's located, should they have a clinic or in a ward dedicated to people with mental health issues that are veterans?
They should, but I think that they mostly focus on what kind of insurance you got before they even treat you. Period.
Well, for
They
the veterans, they don't have to pay for, when
they
if they
get,
go to
if
the
you're not
VA.
dishonorably discharged, you get free
Yeah.
health care at the VA. That is correct. So, but the thing is, they know all of the people that, especially combat vets, need something. So I feel like they do regularly they have accessibility to these services. Um, I don't know, it start off as like debriefing and stuff like that, and then they follow them for
Hmm.
a certain amount of time or whatever. But the person has to be willing to follow through. It can be long, it can be tedious, it can be times where you feel like it's talking isn't going to help. You might not want to talk. You might regress back into old ways of coping, drugs,
Hmm.
alcohol, homicidal, suicidal thoughts. When you already got a person that might be a little sensitive to certain things, and then you put them in an environment and make them killers, essentially, right? And then tell them when they come home they got to turn it off. Like it don't work like that. Like you train somebody to do something, that's their job, that's what they know how to do. So now they have to go back into the general population as a civilian, and they don't know how to cope with that, because they've been in military life for so long. So that's just a trauma within itself, and they're never going to fix it. In my eyes, it's not fixable at all.
So there's not enough mass treatment or therapy basically to fix it. So
Nobody wants to stay on psych meds because it takes them at least a month before they start feeling anything. And usually when somebody is having a break, it's something urgent, like right now.
Right.
They need to be treated. And there's no psych meds besides like what anxiety medications that work right now. You have to
Right.
let them build up in your system, and then they have so many side effects. People don't want to take them.
So one of the things we sound like they need to focus on there is figuring out a way where they can get a help or an assistance with some type of medication right there then on the spot that they help right away, instead of, oh, we're gonna go to therapy and talk it out, and then before you get to that point where they get to that point where the meds do kick in, or they are in a healthy situation where they can actually freely talk and want to talk, it's too late and they already did something that they can't turn back from.
Yeah, and then you got to have people that are willing to do this all day, every day for their job. I switched my major because I can't. I'm the type of person I can't come back from that. Like I'm a person who I'm going to bring it home with me. I don't
Right.
know how to leave that at home. You know what I mean? At work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I decided to switch majors. That right there.
Right.
You know?
Does anybody else has anything else to add? Alrighty.
Yes.
So a famous PBS character is making a return. Are y'all ready to find out who it is?
You said CBS?
PBS.
Oh, who is it?
Arthur is making a return.
Yeah. Oh,
Didn't he
sorry.
just retire?
I
What?
love Arthur.
So
Is they gonna be grown?
no, so Arthur's returning
Which
with a
one?
new podcast. The first season will feature 8 episodes. It will release each week on a Thursday, retelling episodes from the television series in a new audio format.
Did you
I
say
don't even know who the
podcast?
hell that is.
Yes.
Huh.
So whoever voiced the character is going to be basically talking about stuff that happened in episodes some years past from 2020. I don't know.
So that's not a comeback. It's just a podcast.
Yeah,
Of them reminiscing.
it's
It's
just a
them
podcast.
reminiscing. It's a reunion podcast. That's what it is. A reunion podcast.
I mean, but it's gonna be 8 episodes, so they start with 8 episodes and see. I guess seeing how it goes from there.
I don't even know who the hell y'all talking about.
You don't know who Arthur is? Oh god, you had kids at one point in time, theater.
I had who?
You had kids one point in time, and you
I
said
was
there.
adopted.
What does that got to do with? I don't. What does it got to do with anything?
I don't know. Shit. I just threw that out there. Fuck. What the fuck me having kids got to do with it?
Because
Now they
at
adults.
one.
They assholes. Huh?
Oh my god! Because at one point in time, you seen this character.
Oh! He works with us up on the 5th floor, sometime on 4. He's got red hair now.
I'm
Who got
done.
red hair now? You
I'm
ain't
done.
talking. You ain't talking about Shamari, is you?
For sure.
I'm done. I'm done with you. Baby boss said she thought he was playing. He ain't playing. He ain't playing.
I
Baby
ain't
Boss.
playing.
Oh my goodness. So
Baby Bob, you know I tell it the way it is.
now that we got through majority the podcast, I finally get a chance because Emerald, aka SMA, aka Honey Cocaine, Hank, aka Pop That Pussy in a Circle in the headstand,
Hold the fuck on. Wait a minute. You said all that shit all wrong. First of all,
Damn, cocaine on the brain, insane.
First of all, edit all that shit out. I'm just caramel cocaine, okay?
Oh.
But right now, I'm ethnic.
Oh, caramel cake.
You talking about popping pussy and shit? No, I ain't popping no pussy. What the fuck?
Damn.
If your pussy made a cocaine, then you popping that mug in a circle.
Oh.
Baby Bop, you ain't gonna come up there. You act like
what she say? She gotta come up to the job and see it. She don't want to see Shamar.
No, she's talking about to see us, you idiot. Oh God. So once once again, because Old Man Theater and Tina can remember this time period very vividly. I have forgot to talk about it on the last podcast. I got to add it in, so that's why I kind of shortened the topics this week, so that way we could get a chance to talk about this.
Who, James Brown?
What?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I don't
Oh,
like talking about that shit.
Well, we need
I
to
know a
talk
little
about
bit
it
about it.
because
Why though?
we all live in a city where it happened. So
I
we
have
need
no
to talk
comment.
about it.
I have no
So
comment.
I
I have some
personally
things to say about it.
was I was born when the trial and everything was going on. He was arrested and going to trial when I was born, when all this was happening. So I didn't personally live through the whole Jeffrey Dahmer case here in Milwaukee. So I'm pretty sure, Tina and Old Man Theater got more of experience when it comes to what was the
I'm
city
only
like,
21.
what
What
was
the
going
fuck you
on, what
talking
was
about? You
happening,
got
and
me
all that other
fucked
kind of
up.
stuff.
was you living in Milwaukee at that time?
I was on the slave plantation.
Lord have mercy. Okay, what you want to know?
So, what was the city was like? What was the atmosphere like? What kind of scare was going on in this city? Like,
um,
I want to hear from a point of view of a person who actually lived in the city, not really knowing why these people was disappearing and all this kind of stuff. Like,
so now I was preteen at this time. Okay, so nobody knew about it until they hit the news. Okay,
okay,
My mom knew about it.
and then so some people in the inner city did kind of hear, word of mouth, basically. I
hmm
wasn't old enough to be in the bar scene at that time. If I was in the bar scene, I may have heard about, you know what I'm saying? So when it did hit, it was a lot of like, what? What you mean? A lot of disbelief, a lot of just taking aback, a lot of just like, no, that couldn't have happened here because I mean, my parents came to Wisconsin because it was supposed to be a good place to have a career, raise a kid. You know what I'm saying? Compared to what it is now. Like I remember everybody sitting in front of the TV. You know what I'm saying? Um, I remember nobody wanted him to be free, of course,
hmm
so nobody was he was just it was just sick. Um, I don't remember anybody kind of doing how they doing now since they have that docu-series or whatever they want to call it out, how they're making cracking jokes about certain things that didn't happen.
yeah,
Um, what else? And then, kind of after that, then it was just more of a heightened alert because I mean, being the gay community was still taboo then, very much so. So it was just a lot of I feel like I feel like Milwaukee didn't do a good job with whatever was going on within the MPD because a lot of people felt like that these claims that people were being missing weren't taken seriously because they were black or minorities. Um, so I mean, everybody think MPD just crooked anyway, right? So, so, but like they just feel like it was an injustice done, especially because they were minorities, and then you had minors as well. Um, so it was just, I feel like it was kind of kept even though he was on TV, I feel like it was kind of kept quiet. Like people would kind of talk about it, oh, he a sick motherfucker, this sick motherfucker, that, but then they really wasn't addressing the elephant in the room. Like this was a gay white guy that was essentially cutting, you know what I'm saying? Like it was
cutting
that's
people
that's
up,
a lot.
cooking and eating them.
That's a lot. Nobody wanted to address it. So now here we are, what, 20 years later, right? What, 30 years later?
Hey, no.
30 years, here we are 30 years later. Now we want to revisit it. It's a whole different vibe going on in society now.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't like that then. Like everything was so taboo. All of that was just taboo. Did nobody want to believe that somebody was killing somebody and eating them? You know, and it happens and it's happened quite a bit. So I don't know. I just I don't feel like he was the last one though.
It might be some more people being kidnapped and eaten here in Milwaukee. Could be. I mean,
It was a
and
lot. I'm gonna say this: it was a lot of pain out here in the city back then.
Yeah.
It was a lot of pain and a lot of fucking anger. And I really don't want to speak on it because I was an angry motherfucker back then too. I didn't want the son of a bitch to be locked up. I wanted
A
to
lot of
see.
people wanted him to die. Yes.
I wanted to see him for myself. I used to hang in that area. I used to do a lot around the city in this city, and I mean, we living it now. Even though it wasn't now one of my siblings or whatever have you, it strikes a nerve in me at this point right now. And if I don't think that they should have resurfaced it because it's hurting a lot of other people in other generations that followed that and their kin folks and even some people that, and I'm a caring person big time, and I mean it don't even have to be my family member, but a lot of shit that goes on now in the city I disagree with, and I would love to get my hands on certain motherfuckers and do some harm to them. And reliving something like that, I think that was like a slap in the black community's face, or just fucking shit on them. Let's make some money off this movie because this guy didn't. Even though he's gone, but they still making money off somebody that then kill somebody. He's a fucking star, as far as they concerned.
And the
Some
fact,
of these
not to cut
people.
you off, the fact that they make this shit a joke. Like I've seen so many memes
Yeah,
about, oh,
That's
Jeffrey
what I'm
Dahmer
saying.
did
Like
this.
this wasn't a joke and matter back then. Now it's like everybody want to crack a joke about it.
and
It's
it's
not
not just
funny.
white
It's
people; it's
there's
not
black
funny.
people that's doing it
there's
too.
there's a guy that's on TikTok. Was his name about the house like Jeffrey Dahmer? So he went outside and got roadkill and put it like inside his mom and dad refrigerator. He had hid it in like a little, like I guess like a little crawl space in the house. He like hid roadkill in the house, acting like I mean he had on like I guess like the white t-shirt and jeans that Jeffrey Dahmer was wearing. He had that on. He spent like a week or two acting like Jeffrey Dahmer, and then he had said that the money that he was making off of acting like Jeffrey Dahmer was going to be donated to some type of charity. He said.
That's a bunch of bullshit. Like, don't emulate that, man. And I feel like it's going to be people like that. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because people don't have a fucking mind of their own and they want to be followers and get like that gives them ideas to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
mm-mm, mm-mm. Like
So
I couldn't finish the series. Like I think I watched 2 episodes and that was it. I didn't even finish it.
yeah, in the building that all this originally happened, it does not stand anymore. It's tore down. It's basically an open field where all of this had taken place here in Milwaukee.
As they should have gotten rid of that.
I mean, I guess because a lot of the tenants that lived in that building, because of everything that was going on, and I guess the attention that the building was getting, a lot of the residents just decided to leave and move out.
As they
And
should.
right, and then the building just become abandoned and they tore it down.
Yeah.
Okay, but
But
they still didn't give them no kind of like, say for instance, like with that Waukesha thing. They still didn't give them no kind of what they call a memorial or some kind of uh, uh whatever the hell that they
so
putting up
for
all over
on
the
this
place.
podcast, maybe we should get this into conversations or something to get started where they should build or have a memorial put there for the victims who lost their lives on that site where that former building used to stand at. So maybe um anybody watching this who know how we can do this to get this started, we can reach out to like probably the mayor or somebody to get it started. I'm pretty sure. I mean, because look how Waukesha they raised all that money for funding for that memorial for the parade victims that they're going to be building. Because
I got
they
somebody
had
who
some
can
architect come up
talk
with three
to
different designs, huh?
me. I may have, I don't know if he can be close to the mayor, but he can be close enough to people who can get close to the mayor. I can maybe talk to him about, you know,
Share
that.
this clip, just share this podcast, part of the podcast with them. So that way we can get this started and we can get a memorial built for them victims who were killed by Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, but you know what? The one victim that got to me, and my mom, she actually told me that she had a conversation with him. You know, I was little. We stayed at Windsor Court, so you know that was kind of kitty corner around Oxford apartments or whatever. So, you know, she told me she had a conversation with him. She would ask him like, you know, why do you do what you do? And he would say like, you know, it's just I just want to do it. The same, you know, confession he had, you know, I guess in the movie or whatever, you know. So, but
That's
it's,
crazy.
it's the one victim that really got to me, and I'm pretty sure he got to everybody else was the Tony victim. You know, he was a deaf and mute victim. He should have left him alone.
All
You
right.
know, and you know that really got to me. And my mom, she left a lot of shit out. You know, because I was so young, and she was telling me about it. You know,
Right.
but the fact that people make this a joke and you know get money off or try to get money off of it or get some type of hype off of it is sickening. It is.
And the crazy part is, one of his Jeffrey Dahmer's family members, the sister was like, she was portrayed in this show, and she was like, they didn't ask for her permission or nothing like that. She's like, his family hasn't gotten any money for
Wait, a
this being
sister?
made.
Wait, they didn't mention the sister
Yeah, she
in
said
yeah.
she was on one of them morning news shows and she did an interview and she was like, I was portrayed in this show. They put me in the show as a character without my permission and she wasn't even paid for it. So none of the money from this show is actually going to any of the victims or his family. I mean, does his family deserve some type of money for off? Should they be able to get some money off of this? I don't know, but it's just the fact that only Netflix is benefiting for this is kind of
You know what? To be honest, I think his dad. I don't think money needs to be. I don't know, but his dad, you know, is somewhat victim because he was, from what the story says, he was only trying to, you know, I guess bond with him or whatever the case may be, or whatever, or try to whatever they was trying to do, you know.
mhm.
But so, you know, the dad. I don't think they should be compensated, but the victims definitely should be compensated for, you know, the the money that they got off of this because they make this shit a big issue. They made so much money from the movie, from you know the memes that's posted all over social
So
media.
so
You know,
so that was her concern is that she didn't get paid.
mm,
Pretty
No,
much.
then no, she don't deserve any money. So I
Yeah.
feel like somebody should contact Netflix and be like, I need y'all to make a donation to the family of the victims.
all of them,
Right.
all of them. Yeah, right, exactly.
Because I know they done made some millions off of
They
this
made
show.
a lot of money.
From the movie to the memes on social media, like
Right.
from the people that's making jokes about it. They even got the kids that's planning on dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer for fucking Halloween.
For Halloween.
You know, so it's like it ain't only just from the movie; it's from social media. Motherfuckers get paid from social media. With social media,
Right.
it's money. It ain't just from the movie, so it's
And
more than making millions.
and they're saying that they're slamming Katy Perry also because Juicy J on one of her songs, I can't remember the name of the song, but he had mentioned Jeffrey Dahmer in his lyrics on a song, and this song was probably early 2010s that this happened. So and now she's under scrutiny for that being in her song.
She ain't the only person.
I'm like,
Come on now. They
I
better
guess.
stop playing. Like, no.
Right. So before we get too far into the shows, we almost at that time, y'all, because when we get to final
Oh, we
thoughts,
can have fun, you know.
some people get long winded when we get to final thoughts. So before we get to the final thoughts, I gotta share this clip with y'all that Old Man Theater wanted me to share with y'all.
What's going on, Hungry Gang? Boy, Vinny the Jew. I'm about to get into the Still Hungry raffle. Let's get it.
Yo, man, it's Marty Mark, and I'm back. I'm excited. Dudes, man, I teamed up with Still Hungry Customs. We finna change the whole game up. We want y'all to be clean like us. Big shout out to Vinny the Jeweler.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Vinny the Jeweler. Me and my boy Marty Mark is doing a raffle for $5,000 custom piece. And that's our number. She plays basketball.
I can enter my own jewelry. And we about to do something super crazy for y'all that has never been done before. So we about to give y'all a chance to win your own custom diamond charm with your business, your name. I mean, anything that you want to put on the charm in diamonds. Yeah, you're going to get the necklace with it as well. And you're going to put whatever you want in the back, guys. And we got another prize for y'all. Second place is going to get y'all a gold grill. And you guys can get $1,000 sticker if you don't want the gold grill. Third place, you're going to get a TV that's 55 inches. Chance to find
second place. Let's talk about second place. The second place is $1,000 in-store credit, or you can get a 16-piece gold grill. I have a couple grills here for some customers. It's not no 16-piece, but it's a couple examples. And you can come and bring all your peoples in here, and everybody get 4 teeth, 2 teeth, something like that. Whatever fits inside your budget of $1,000. Y'all go click the link in the bio, enter that raffle. Let's get it.
And it's all legit. That's my jeweler.
So make sure y'all go check out them the links for that. Final thoughts. So some of these people, they get really long-winded on final thoughts. Final thoughts end up being 20 minutes sometimes, thanks to Old Man Theater. So we're gonna kick off final thoughts right now. Who wants to kick off final thoughts? Theater, I'm looking at you. I want you to know that. You're the one who be taking 25 minutes doing final thoughts.
Never take advice from your nephew when you work with him at a job, because he's crazy. Peace.
Today I let him get some extra time, and that's all he got to say.
Well, y'all just talked about it was taking too long, and he made it short. Now you complaining.
Yeah, and I'm half fucking tired. You know that already.
Yeah, everybody damn tired. I'm just saying, I finally give him a chance so he can have his long-winded final thoughts, and this is what he do. You know what? Okay, cocaine pussy is your turn.
No,
no, it's cocaine pussy turn for final thoughts.
Damn.
So busy drinking.
Ain't that what we're supposed to be doing?
Oh, my bad. Okay. Okay. So shut your ass up. My final thought is: be careful what you put in the universe because words have power. That's all
careful
I really
have. Be careful what you put in. Go ahead, Hef. Okay, go ahead.
Be careful what you put into the universe as far as words, because words have power. People don't believe that, but words have power. Watch what you say. And somebody's always watching, so watch what you
do. All right, that Hef.
Don't have kids because that's what they do. Your turn.
Tina Marie Presley, Elvis known Jenner / Brown is your turn.
I need milk. Oh, never mind.
Oh God, here he goes. Oh God, damn it, Theater.
Hell, I don't know what to say. You talked about it so damn bad. I ain't got shit to say to your ass.
You got something to say.
I don't. I think I said enough during the podcast. I feel like it was a great conversation. I'm proud of y'all. We kept it together.
You worked hard today.
Gas is too damn high. I'm gonna start. Gas is too damn high. Still, they on strike over there in Iraq right now. And gas is too damn high. Rent is too high. Also, because I gotta do the TikTok clips too before we go. Make sure y'all check me out this Saturday on Tales from the Podcast 2G1C. That'll be this Saturday at 10/9 Central on Tales from the Podcast TG1C podcast. On there. I know they're on Facebook and YouTube. I believe they stream on Twitch also. So guys, make sure y'all check me out this Saturday on there. Also,
who's that fat guy on there?
I'm getting tired of you. Also, I have done some writing. I went in today. I made some corrections. I realized that when I'm typing, I don't type everything I'm thinking. So it was like parts and stuff that was missing. I had typed some words twice, not knowing that I did that. So I need to really start watching when I'm typing. But the book is coming along.
Were you drinking then?
No,
Okay.
the book is coming along. I've gotten some good feedback on. I only let people read like the first 2 to 3 paragraphs of it, but from what I've been hearing, I've been getting some good feedback on what I'm doing. So the book is. I'm working on the book. I'm working on being a New York Times best-selling author. Damn it, and it's gonna happen.
I've been going in there editing behind you and reading.
How dare you go in there and edit behind me and I don't even be
I
knowing it?
haven't read anything, so this is so. Like
I
I
mean,
said on
I,
the
I mean, I,
last
I started going through it.
Tina,
So
Tina, Tina, shut up. Like I said on the last podcast, watch who your friends is because I have not read nothing on that punk ass book. But Tina gets to read the book, but I don't.
I mean, you ain't been around.
I don't want to hear that shit. You can reach
You
me on
need
Facebook. My
you need
number has been the same for 8 motherfucking years. I bet you still have that same 839 number in your phone as bald head heifer, and that's still the same number. What you say, old man? Theater?
So you hit somebody with that motherfucker?
That's the point.
wait. No, you not. I
Well,
don't
you
think
watch
you.
out. It's not for you. It's for Martell and Tina. What you want? What you point at?
hold on. Let me.
What you got to
We
say to
ain't
me,
gonna
Jamie?
talk about how I asked you to do something,
No,
and I'm still waiting on your ass.
No, I need you to fill out that motherfucking application. You done
I
work the
ain't filling out
application.
shit until you
You're,
tell me what the fuck I'm doing.
you're a motherfucking RN. You're a nurse, Aisha. That's what we
Listen,
need.
honey,
and by the
I
way,
got
I ain't.
many skills. I need to know which skill you and
Okay.
skill you, so I know
We
how
need
much
the
I'm gonna
money.
get paid. Okay?
Okay. Well, that's
I
all the fuck
need
you need to
milk.
say. I will get your pay.
I need milk.
That's all you fill out
Okay,
the
first
motherfucking
of all,
application.
I
You
ain't
fill
got
out
no
the
eight
application.
five. I ain't got no 859 number. First of all,
Lord
and
have
I
mercy.
didn't say
Lord have mercy.
859.
Look,
you
I
would
said
don't
you.
look.
839. 839, and I'm not saying the rest.
Okay,
839, you got
well,
the.
I ain't got no 839 number
Yes, you
either.
do.
And
You
you was
probably deleted it with your punk
I
ass.
no, I got a 233 number program for you. First of all, and then
That's a number that's been 10 years ago.
second of all, you were programmed as that thing on her head in my phone. Thank you
Okay,
very much.
so you know who the fuck I am then. So you got my Facebook, motherfucker. You can inbox me, but you call Tina. You can
Oh
talk to
God.
Tina. I don't care. You can
Most
call Tina.
most of the
You can
most of
call
the
Tina, text
time
Tina, but you
Most of the
can't.
time,
I can't
Tina
read
call
nothing, but you ain't.
most of the time Tina calls me when I'm playing Xbox, scratching my butt at the same time as when
I
Tina
do.
Damn,
calls
do we
me.
really need to hear that?
Oh, speaking of, I'm hoping I'm playing the right clip, but y'all got to see this clip.
To the man that was sitting beside me on the plane from our flight to Charlotte to Dallas, I want to apologize for waking you up the way I did. You caught me off guard and it pissed me off at the same time, sir. I don't know what you've been eating, but I immediately recommend you go see a GI doctor. Because I'm sitting in the middle. The dude that's sitting beside me had fell asleep. He passed gas and it scared the shit out of me because it sounded like he was deflating a balloon poodle. And then the smell. You have a dead skunk's ass in your stomach, sir. So I yelled at him, hey, yeah, close your ass. Close your ass. I apologize for being so aggressive, sir. But it caught me off guard and I couldn't move because I'm in the middle and the seatbelt sign was on. Listen, go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. You're nasty. Nasty.
Oh,
No, for real though. No, for real. No, for real. Did that tickle you?
It's just a little bit. I like it. It was funny. And while we
Whatever.
froze, I don't know, Tina. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
I don't know what the fuck. Theo is froze.
No, I
Martell is
don't think. I don't think you
froze.
froze. Cause
It
his head
is.
moves.
Your browser has lost connection to your
He
camera.
moved.
Make sure no other apps are using your camera mic. Then refresh the page. Restart your
Anthony
device.
froze.
Anthony
That's what I'm
froze.
saying.
He froze.
Okay, hallelujah.
He's still smelling that shit.
Can y'all hear me?
He
Yes,
probably
I can
just
hear
saying
you.
damn self.
What the hell is going on here?
He's trying to get back in there.
Anthony, not you was frozen.
Okay. So we're still live, and I lost internet connection for some odd reason, but we are still live. I don't know where that ball had a cocaine lick, which she always disappeared real fast. But I still got one more
There
clip
was
to share
something wrong
with
with
y'all
her
before we go.
camera.
Oh, I still got one more clip to share with y'all before we go. So here we go.
Yo, hold it up for me real quick. This joint kind of shaking a little bit.
What happened?
Hold this up for me, like hold it still.
What the fuck is you doing?
I'm trying to fix the light on.
Man, you don't need to fix no light, Benny Big Boot, motherfucker. You get up there with the motherfucking big ass boots. God, dog. What's wrong with you?
I'm just trying to fix.
Hit the button on the side, Benny Big Boot. You know them motherfucking hydraulics in them. The heel will go right on up. You pump yourself up. Them boots look like they got the pump in them. Hit the tongue or something. Big Benny Boot, motherfucker. You. Fuck wrong with you, officer? You want to fix a light? God, dog. Big as them Buddha, it look like a whole street light in them pieces. I know you got a bulb up in there. You don't need to fix nothing. Just put your boot up there. Stick your boot right up there, Benny. Benny Big Boot Balance. Benny the Big Boot Balance guy.
Where do you find this shit at?
Benny the Big Boot Balance guy.
Oh, it's courtesy of TikTok. Those were my two best TikTok videos. For
Benny the Big Boot Balance. No, because you posted something and I forgot what it was. I laughed at that shit.
Who was it? Me?
Yeah, I think I laughed at it. It might have been yesterday or the day before.
Yesterday? It might have been yesterday or this morning. Oh,
it might have been the day before.
Oh, you're talking about the video of me complaining about it. Okay, so Tina is talking about the video of me complaining because I pull carts all day long when I'm at work. Well, when I'm not hiding, I pull carts when I'm at work.
Really? I thought they pulled you.
Whatever. So I get so mad because I was spending like 10, what feel like 10 minutes to eternity waiting on the elevator. And my elevator finally come and I go down one floor. And most of the time I have to go down one floor in the elevator because hey, I can't push these cars down the stairs unless there be shit everywhere. So these people get on the elevator, they wait all this time to get on the elevator to go down one floor. Like you could have just took the fucking stairs. Like you sat there for 10 minutes waiting on the elevator to go down one floor. You could have been to where you was going 25 minutes ago if you was just walk down the stairs. Oh, it makes me mad every time. It makes me so mad.
No, just tell Tina how you bullied the little kitchen guy.
You trying to keep me on here. We got to go off the air in 2 minutes, so you better make this fast.
I said, why don't you tell him how you grabbed that little kitchen guy and brought him back to the trash compactor and made him empty his can? Damn, bully! You know that guy
okay.
travels the world.
So the kitchen guy, the people from the kitchen staff, one of the people, he brought a big old, like one of the big old bins, and it was piled like really high. And he decided that he was gonna leave it there, and the second shift person was gonna come dump it. So me being me, and I don't like doing extra work, so I'm walking going to the cafeteria, and I see a second shift person. I said, second shift person, he said that you're gonna dump that bin of trash back there on the dock, and he was like, I ain't dumping nothing. I'm gonna tell the supervisor. I said, oh, okay. So I keep walking, going to the cafeteria. Then I see the guy say, hey, what's up with that bin of trash back there? He gonna have to nurse say, oh, y'all was back there lollygagging. No, only one bin of trash can be dumped at one time. So it takes time, sir. If there's 5 bins ahead of you, you just have to wait. So then on top of that, then he had to nurse say, he kept on saying, well, y'all just back there lollygagging and I was gonna wait. Well, sir, you're gonna have to go dump that bin of trash. Dude already said he ain't gonna do it. You need to go back and do it. So
he was about to get elbowed in the fucking face.
That too by old man theater. So then I continue to go do what I was doing. But by the time I made it back to that dock, that bin was empty by that man. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. Because I wasn't gonna have it today.
I'm done
And
with you.
ladies and gentlemen, this has been Same Cast, Different Day Podcast. Thank you all for tuning into this episode. Make sure y'all head over to habits365.com and use code Anthony4 to receive 10% off your purchase. Also head over to repsports.com. That's repsports.com and use code Martin1 to receive 10% off your purchases. And Oh Man Theater, yes, I finally remembered to add you to the end credits. So thank y'all all for tuning into this episode, and we'll see you all on the next episode.
Damn! Oh.
And I lost signal again. I don't know what my internet is doing. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you still have
Child, what is going on, Anthony?
Wait, we not off the air yet.
Oh.
Oh my God. This is the behind the scenes stuff. I guess they're gonna be getting it because for some reason I can't take the podcast off the air. The podcast is over, but for some reason it's not letting me in the broadcast. So I don't know.
You still got it's counting down.
It's countdown. What is it? Oh yeah, I know.
It's still saying 58, 43, 44,
Okay,
45. Counting up, Wilder. And Tina, you do look lovely tonight, honey. Mwah.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Thank you,
baby,
thank
can
you,
I get my milk now? Exactly. I've been talking about that all day today. I said I'm coming with my milk jug.
The show is over. And for some reason,
What,
for some reason, it was not letting me log off my computer. I'm sorry, but the show is over.
Damn,
Y'all
you
have a
over
good
here,
night,
over
and
there.
we'll see y'all on the next episode.